Hi guys, I'm Rick. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making pressure cooker Chinese chicken noodle soup. Okay, I'm starting out here in my 6-quart electric pressure cooker, and I have roughly a 4-pound chicken in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the chicken in here and make our stock for chicken noodle soup. Now I have one large onion that I roughly cut up. I'm getting that in there. And I have 2 stalks of celery that I roughly cut, because we're going to strain this then after it's done cooking. Strain the broth. Okay, now I'm going to put some salt and pepper in here. And I'm not going to go crazy because we're going to add some chicken broth to this then also, and that'll have some salt in it, some pepper. And if I need to add more seasoning later, I can do that. Okay, I'm also going to add some parsley in here. About a half a teaspoon. Just to give it that good chicken broth color and flavor. That'll mostly all get strained out, but it'll help flavor it some. Now I have some water here. I'm going to add some in. I'm dumping it down alongside the chicken so that I don't wash the spices off the chicken. And this is 4 cups of water, but I'm only going to put 2 in because that chicken's going to put off some juice as it cooks. I'm going to get my lid on here and seal it. Put this on airtight. Okay, I'm going to pressure cook this for 1 hour. So I'm going to go ahead and set my time. Okay, now what this will do is this will come up to pressure and then my timer will start counting backwards. Alright, my hour is up and I took my chicken out. I'm just going to set this aside for right now, and I'm going to work on the rest of my soup, and then I'll pull all the meat off the bone here and get that back into the pot. And I strained that chicken broth in there to get out the vegetables and whatever piece of chicken that fell down in there. Okay, now that I have my chicken set aside, this is the broth that I strained. That's 4 cups of water, whatever broth the chicken put off from the skin and such. Now I have a 4-cup box of chicken broth I'm going to add to this to give this soup more liquid. And if you like, you probably could just add some water and some chicken bouillon cubes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on a brown saute setting with the lid off to get this hot in here, because we're going to do the rest of the cooking with the lid off. And I might just go ahead and add a little water to that. I think I'm going to add about 2 cups of water to that. Alright, now that my water's in, I'm going to stir this up and taste it for seasoning. I have a spoon here. And I'm being careful not to scrape my pot because that's non-stick and I don't want to scratch it with this metal spoon. That's tasting good, but it needs more salt. So I'm going to go ahead and try a tablespoon of salt in there. Give that a stir. Let me grab a plastic spoon because I need to scrape the bottom of the pot to get that salt up. Alright. Okay, give this a taste. 1 more tablespoon of salt. It's always best to doctor it up after you cook your chicken because you don't want to get it too salty in the beginning. Okay, let me give that a taste. Okay, that's tasting good on salt. I'm going to add a little more pepper in here. Some more parsley. The first round of parsley was for seasoning. This here is going to be more for color. And I'm going to put a shot of garlic powder in there. About a half a teaspoon worth. Okay, let me stir that up. And like I said, I have this heating up on a saute brown setting to get this hot. Let me taste that now. It's tasting good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and I have a 16-ounce bag of stir-fry vegetables here. You can get any variety. Like this is a sugar snap pea stir fry variety. This is from Walmart. I'm going to add this in. And I have some fresh mushrooms here. I'm going to add some of them in. Just like 2 healthy handfuls. And these are leftover, I got to use them up anyways. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and I'm going to cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes till those vegetables start to get tender. And while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and pull this chicken off the bone and get it ready to put back in. Okay, my time's up and I turned off the pressure cooker. Now I'm going to add my chicken back in. This little chicken I pulled off of that whole chicken. And I have a pack of rice noodles here. Let me check the box and see what the ounces are in that. Okay, it's an 8-ounce pack of rice noodles. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in here with the heat off, the power off, and just let them sit in here for 3 to 5 minutes until they soften up. I'll check them after 3 minutes, and if they're good, then they'll be good to go. If not, I'll let them go for the 5 minutes. So I'm going to loosen these up and let them sit, and then I'll be back. Okay, my time's up. I left this go for 5 minutes because they just weren't quite tender enough after 3 minutes. So that's ready to go. Let's go ahead and fix up a bowl and see what we got. Alright, there you have it. Pressure cooker Chinese chicken noodle soup. Give this a try. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.